Who needs to be better at time management? Today, we're talking about enhancing time management because Lord knows that I need it. Do you ever feel also like your day just kind of like slips through your fingers and by the end of it, you've just accomplished nothing? Like you've done stuff all day, but it doesn't feel like you were as productive as you wanted to. It happens to me all the time. But I found out that this month, February, is National Time Management Month, so who knew? And there's no better time to take control of my productivity, and hopefully you can learn some things from me and we can do it together. So that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. If you're new here to this channel, I'm new as well to YouTube. My name's Heidi, and I talk about my experience with ADHD and anxiety while also being a busy stay-at-home mom. I love also talking about home organization and just overall finding ways to make life easier because we all need that. So thanks for coming to my channel. Stick around. We're going to break down the biggest productivity killers, my favorite tips and apps that actually work, as well as some new habits I'm really trying to hone. So if you make it to the end, you get to see what it's like, how I go through a to-do list and kind of treat it like a boss. So let's do this. You're going to see me bouncing around. There's going to be some home shots, some car shots, because we just have to multitask in order to get through the day. But hopefully you can really get some takeaways from this video, and I'd love to hear in the comments too. So make sure that you subscribe, like this video, and throw in some comments about productivity tips that have really helped you over time or things that you want to work on, because I'd love to help you out.
Okay, so let's start by discussing the top 3 roadblocks to effective time management. First, lacking an anchor for the day. Being spontaneous is great, but starting your day aimlessly can really leave you feeling unaccomplished by the end of the day. Productive procrastination happens when we tackle random tasks instead of urgent priorities for the day. Some distractions are just unavoidable. Kids, meetings, shifting deadlines, they come up. So setting boundaries is really tough with distractions. Other distractions like doom scrolling on your phone are within your control and can seriously derail your productivity for the day. Number 3, time blindness. If you're new to the concept, you can either lose track of time, you get absorbed in work or entertainment without realizing the hours that have passed, or underestimating the time. So saying this will take 15 minutes when realistically it takes much longer. So overcommitting can throw off your entire schedule. You will see that in real time if you skip to the end of this video to see my day and how I kind of underestimate how quickly I can get through some of those tasks. So those are the roadblocks, but here are 3 ways that I like to overcome time management roadblocks. It's not perfect, I'm a work in progress, and certainly my day doesn't look like this every day. Number 1, anchor your day with a to-do list. A to-do list creates a clear call to action, and it sets the tone for success for your day. Checking off tasks gives a sense of accomplishment and motivation for each time you go like that. Stick around and I'll show you this in action on my vlog section because it is a big to-do list. 2, minimize controllable distractions. I like using focus mode and app limits on my iPhone. You can also try distraction blocking apps like Opal, and also use lock boxes for devices without limits, like Nintendo or your phone. If you have an Apple Watch, you can throw your phone in the lock box and still get those notifications. Combat time management with reminders. You could do visual timers like a timer or an hourglass. You can use a YouTube countdown and phone alarms to keep you aware of the passing time. Or the Amazon Echo can remind you of anything. Pack your snacks, grab your shoes, a deadline's coming up, you should leave for that piano lesson. So there's so many different ways that we can use technology to help block the distracting technology. There's something about writing things down that just holds me accountable, and almost like this is your BFF, like this is your girlfriend that you are going to meet up with coffee or some sort of important work deadline. It's like my notebook is counting on me to get this done. So when I write it out, I'm like, boom, all right. So like I'm looking at the clock. It is 9:11, and we have a lot to get done today. So when I write this out, it really makes sure that I start in order, and I do a lot of my brain dumping by using this weekly planner, the Caffeinate and Conquer, which is from That Practical Mom. I have used this for a year now, and it is the planner that helps me. There's like, this is the planner that's gonna change your life. This one is. So I do my brain dump. Thank you, Callie. You can really make sure that you don't forget your top 3, very special notes, whatever. This is where I do the top level, like this is what your week looks like in general. It's where I tend to put appointments or like my kids' activities after school. And then this is where the magic happens. So then you take the stuff from the brain dump, or like this, and then you can add times here to map out your day, to say, boom, morning block, or like however your brain works. If you're a morning person, if you're a night person, doesn't matter. So you just, it's this beautiful thing. It just helps kind of break up the whole week, and it makes it into much easy steps. Can't say enough wonderful things. You made a beautiful planner, and it has changed my life. So thank you so much. We got the karate gi. This is something I cannot forget to wash today because my daughter needs it after school. So first step, boom. This is a great multitasking chore. I can do it while I answer the emails. Done. All right, sufficiently hunted all around the house for the rest of the whites that can go in here. Remember to dry it. All right, it is now a little after 9:30, and it is time to do the emails. The emails scare me because it is a big time void for me. It's like this black hole that sucks me into my computer, and I will stay with this computer as long as I allow it. So I'm really hopeful that I'm done with the majority of this by 10 so I can stay on track to get my dog outside. It's a warmer day. This type of task is called swallowing your frog or eat the frog. I think it was something that my sister told me last year, and I was like, come again? What is this? And I think I'll link it, but I'm pretty sure it was Mark Twain or something like that, that it's like, if you swallow your frog or eat your live frog in the morning, what else worse could happen to you during the day? So just do the worst thing first, and that is answering emails in a timely fashion. So I've got my laundry going, I got my mug and my tea and a cozy blanket, and I'm gonna bang this out. One unhappy golden retriever, but a clean golden retriever. Are we still friends? No. Are we friends if I give you a treat? All right. I don't know about that. All right, let's get you dried off. Drive out for some other errands that I can't bring my dog to. I think this is a nice time to talk about when you make a to-do list. When I make a to-do list, It's important to not pack it with too many things because you're like doing stuff. You should reward yourself with that. So time blindness is something that was kind of a red flag for me when I was like, maybe I do have ADHD, because it is something I have struggled with forever. If you're not aware, time blindness is when you can say, oh yeah, I'll be able to do that in like 5 minutes, and that task takes you 3 times the amount of time. So 5 minutes isn't a big deal, but when you're like, oh yeah, that'll be done in 15 minutes, then it takes the better part of an hour. So you can be time blind in that way. So when I am making the to-do list, I was time blind of the fact that I thought I would be all done with the dog by 11 with a walk, and then maybe 11:30 by the time of taking a bath, and that I'd be able to fit in all of this grocery shopping and everything, and I'd be back by 1 o'clock. It's 20 to 1 right now, and I'm just now leaving to go get the library books and go to the grocery store. So I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. Hey, sorry for the reverse camera here. Hopefully this isn't backwards, but we accomplished a lot. It is 3:43. My kids are gonna be piling home in the next 15 minutes, but I just wanted to say a great big thank you for inspiring me to make this video today. I got a lot done. I was probably more productive today than I have in a while. I've just kind of felt sluggish. I don't know if it's like the cold weather or the winter, but this really was inspiring to write everything down to get as much done as I could today. I think it is a great lesson that even if you're on your own, you can text a friend, text a family member to say, hey, do you want to partner up and do a productivity challenge, whether it's a work friend or someone across the neighborhood. You can write down your to-do list, keep each other in check by sending updates throughout the day, or funny little memes sometimes keep me going. And then at the end of the day, just seeing how far you get. And there's something about that accountability piece that really kept me going. I did not want to go for that run at the end of the day, but I did because it was on the list, and mental health and physical exercise is important. So I'm feeling good, and I think I'm just going to tidy up a couple things. I don't want to dig into editing because it'll suck me in, and then I will have a hard time stopping in order to go get the kids at the bus stop. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and I also just really appreciate you stopping by. So see you next time.